Nicholas peered into the closet for the third time. I was sure there was one more pair, he thought. Earlier, the large, cedar-lined chamber had been filled with red suits and black belts, along with rows of weathered boots. Now it was almost empty except for 2 pairs of long johns and a Hawaiian shirt he had once worn to a motorcycle rally. He sneezed. It had been a long night. 6 major delivery runs had been made in every kind of weather. He had a whopper of a head cold, and the team was sick as well. Their strength had almost given out. Returning home to change clothes, 20 precious minutes had been spent searching for clean boots. Nicholas was not his usual jolly self. "Bisses, I told you they're not up here," he called downstairs in a stuffy-headed, too-cranky-for-Christmas voice. "Here you go," Mrs. said cheerily as she came up the staircase. "I just cleaned one of the other pairs and dried them by the stove." She set the warm boots on the floor and gave the old man a kiss on his forehead. "There," she said. "That will keep you warm, too." Forcing a smile, Nicholas responded with a sniffle. "Thank you very much." Mrs. eyed him with concern. "Nicholas, you don't look well at all. Can you delay this last trip?" Looking up through moist eyes and wiping his raw nose, Nicholas was growing more irritable. What next, he thought. "Bisses, you know we can't wait even a day. I'd have Barrett's on my case until July." He continued struggling with his bootstraps. Eight boot buckles, 12 coat buttons, and a stocking cap later, he leaned against the cabin's front door, wiping his nose and waiting for final inspection. Mrs. descended the staircase carrying a muffler she had just finished. Snuggling it around her husband's neck, she looked deep into his eyes. "My dear Santa, not every Christmas is easy. I know you are tired and not feeling well. But just stop and remember the reason you do this." Capturing his eyes, she tried to stir his memory. "Remember the reason?" Nicholas was thinking more about finding some tissues than paying attention to his wife. "Now, be on your way," she said, "and come home to me before sunrise." Another kiss and a warm hug, and he was out the door. The cold night air slapped Nicholas, and a violent sneeze erupted. Reaching into the big pockets of his coat, he searched and came up empty-handed. "Oh, great! No tissues!" he groaned. Having nothing else to use, he wiped his nose on a glove and began the short walk to Outbound Barn. The snowfall was deep, but several days old, so the trails were plowed and usable. The outline of workshops, now dark and quiet for the season, lined the river road like tiny abandoned castles. Just days earlier, each one had been filled with light and singing in preparation for the big day. The rush was finally over. Deliveries were in full swing.